Hey everyone. So I don't know if you saw the pre-show. I won an award, or Gargoyles won an award for run most likely to get canceled. So I was like excited for this award. I was like, I'm gonna come and get it in person. And then I got here and they were like, we're gonna have to take it back. You can go ahead and do your run. I was a little let down, but at the same time, always appreciative of the opportunities to be here. To support the Prevent Cancer Foundation, get these incentives met, and keep these donations rolling in. So, with me, I have my unapologetically black and fast family and Juneteenth family. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Mello.
Hi, my name is AshSaidHi.
And I'm Anarchy.
Yeah, they were super gracious to help me commentate my run. Good friend of mine, Elrock. You might know a really good TMNT runner. He's got a run coming up very, very soon, so you'll get to see that shortly. He was unavailable, but also my family here was quite nice to take part in helping me with this. So yeah, if you remember the run from AGDQ 2018, which was my first run on the stage, it's pretty much the same run. Of course, now we have the remaster, upgraded visuals. You can see I got a little upgraded visuals going on myself. So just trying to stay lock and step with this wonderful game that I just have an immense passion, love for the series. Just awesome everything when it comes to Gargoyles, actors, voice actors, production, art, animation, just you name it. It's just one of the best things out there. So difficulty as our host was so gracious to announce is Enhanced Easy. Same category that was run for the Genesis game, though you'll see a few new things that weren't in that run. One potential could break it, could soft lock the run, and hopefully it doesn't happen. But we'll get started here. I do want to do quick shout outs to my wife. I love you. I lost my wedding ring in 2018, right before my my Gargoyles run. I got it today. We're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. So, thank you. She always empowers me when it comes to speed running. My family who's watching, my friends, and then my sister, Tracy, she's like, can you give me a shout out? So, Tracy, I love you. Here's your shout out. And then last but not least, I want to dedicate this run to my two nephews, Zachary and Eric. Zachary, I love you. My love knows no bounds. I'm always going to be there for you. If you ever look back at this, I'll always be there. And then the same for Eric. Just, man, I know life has its twists and turns. Just have confidence and know that you got your family behind you 200%. Like whatever may come, there's nothing that that there's nothing that can stop you. So we're here with you. So, yeah, thank you. They're my world, so my nephews are my world. So with that said, yeah, we're gonna get started here. Timer, we're going to be easy. I'm gonna do timer on the start when I click this here. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
We can't skip the cutscenes like we can in the Genesis version here, so we have to sort of sit this out, but there's a bunch of Vikings that are attacking the castle, and here we go, level 1, Evil Awakens. And so anyone familiar again with the meme, like where were we and where are we now? This was where we were, and here we are now. And the run has started. Take it over, commentator.
Yeah, right away, immediately we're gonna see. So there's kind of 3 core tricks in this run, and that was what's called Juggernaut running, right? So basically, you can see it again. Cypherin was taking a hit from that fireball, but we went right through it. And then now we're climbing the towers.
I love seeing the remastered graphics in this game. They are so great. And I love that there's so many games being remastered in this fashion.
Right. No, this game is so beautiful. Like Cypherin and I were talking about it beforehand. This game really is a labor of love. There's a lot of frames. It's a beautiful game, and they want you to be able to see what Goliath, shout out Keith David, by the way, what Goliath is doing, right? So there's a lot of frames that might feel kind of clunky, but another major trick in the game is animation canceling. It's something that we'll see Cypherin do to maintain momentum. Really, all 3 of the tricks are. So you've got the Juggernaut run, animation canceling, and up here in a moment, we're going to see Lightfoot.
Oh, I got the walk of shame here.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, a couple of us tried this game out, and I don't know about y'all, but it's hard.
It is hard. I was struggling. I kept sticking to the wall, and I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't get the jump right. I was like, Cypherin, please take this controller from me.
Right, and so every time you see Cypherin jump up and then bounce off those spikes, but maintain his momentum and get kind of another jump, that's an animation cancel.
That is really, and it's a lot of technical skills and practice that Cypherin had to do to get to this point and be able to do this level. Because this is a very quick speed run.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And here we go. This is Lightfoot right here. So you'll see that Cypherin's able to kind of pivot and jump immediately in another direction. In my casual playthrough of this game, that was absolutely not something I can do. And now we're mixing animation cancels there as well. You're intended to go back and forth up these towers as you're climbing, but Cypherin, we just gonna skip the spikes.
Exactly.
Easy enough.
Exactly.
Yep, nice and clean. Good job.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
And here, this is the first boss battle with Hakon, right?
Hakon.
Hakon.
Yeah.
Hakon.
AKA Thor. Can we see Thor? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Shout out Thor. He's in pain today.
Bro got cooked.
They had to teach me how to say the name properly.
I'm resident Viking enthusiast here, so.
Now we're on to stage 2.
Yep, Siege of the Rookery. We're gonna, I think, start off with a Juggernaut run here. Oh, okay, we're going through, Juggernaut run right over the lava. Obviously, I think the intended way is to swing across the top bars there, but with that momentum, or the ability to keep your momentum, we can just run right across the lava.
Right, and this is where we would see the Danny Doina skip, right, Cypherin?
Yep, that's correct.
Can you tell us why it's called that?
Yeah, named after one of the runners who got me into doing the actual speedrun. Shoutouts to Danny Doina along with Kavik, one of my RGL TV family members. They both got me into doing this run. Eventually, I got world record. And then Kavik was like, I'm going to take that back. He didn't even let me hold on to it for a week. How rude. And then I came back and I held on to it for some years after that.
Right, we're coming up on the zip in the game, right? So it's a moment where we can soft lock. We're going to see, basically we're about to clinch and see if Cypherin's got it, but we're going to be quiet, let Cypherin take his time.
Having a little trouble. We might have to do it again. All right.
So I think there's 2 moments during the run where you could potentially soft lock, and this is the first one.
All right, actually, we're going to go ahead and skip it, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes it's just better to take the safe route.
Right.
Yeah.
I also want to talk a little bit about intentional deaths. So when Goliath dies, that you kind of spawn with iframes or super armor. So there's at least 3 intentional deaths that you'll see during the run where you're just trying to get that boost through a small chunk of the game.
Oh, all right, we take another walk of shame here.
It's all good.
Fine.
Better than soft lock.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're
Right.
doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, Cypherin's playing this game for so long, like he's able to react on the fly.
Yeah.
Like another thing is like being able to use that Juggernaut run to your advantage no matter where you are is important. It's one of those things where it happens when, as long as you jump and land, I think it's an intentional game mechanic, being able to Juggernaut run, but for being able to conserve that momentum as long as you do is definitely a Cypherin thing.
I also like that exploit on the fireball there.
Oh, here we go, Super Hakon.
Oh, here's one of my favorite,
favorite
parts.
strat.
This is one of my favorite strats. It's called the tickle.
Yeah, so coochie.
We're just gonna tickle the boss.
Doing a little jig there, okay.
And that's it.
And
we
that's
go.
it.
Oh.
GG, let's go. On to level 3 already.
Right, level 3. Now we're going. So at this point in time, we're kind of fast forwarding 1,000 years later. And I mean, this is not the city yet, right?
No, this is the city.
This is the city. Okay, so we're about to have some time for donations. This is probably the only time in the run. You can go ahead and go maybe 2 or 3.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We've got $25 from Paul Saltine, who says, some morning Cypherin to go with my morning coffee? What a great way to start the day. Good luck on the run, pal. We're all rooting for you.
Sega crew. Thank you, Paul.
And we've got a $100 donation from the Swarm, who says,
Yeah.
good luck,
Go
Cypherin.
Swarm.
Glad to call you my friend as you highlight all of the best things about the speedrunning community. Always kind and passionate about what you do. Less than 3.
Congrats on your new baby Swarm.
Yep,
Yeah, congrats, Swarm. Wish you were here. But at the same time, no, you got daddy duties.
Oh, yeah.
And real duties.
Threach, you could probably go for a couple more.
Sounds good. All right, just as an update, we are just over $3,800 out of the $7,000 for the upgrading Goof Troop to the hardest difficulty. Folks, we're running out of time, and I think we can make that happen. So we're about 54%, just over halfway if you want to make a donation there. Thank you to Gokai Orange, who sends in $30 and says, great to finally see the Manhattan Clan at AGDQ in their full glory. I want to give a quick shout out to the Loincloth Hour, an LGBTQ Gargoyles podcast whose hosts I'm friends with. This donation is for you, Sid, Hiram, and Manicorn.
Love that.
You go ahead and do another donation.
All right, we've got a $50 donation from Adam that says 10 tickets for the Goof Troop donation train, please. Choo choo a yuck.
Can we give it up for that? Yuck.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Oh yeah, so this is actually kind of a long part of the game. Maybe we can have a little conversation because we learned something about each other. So my family is pretty much all from New York.
Mine too.
And I lived in Chicago for a few years as Cypherin's home, but there's a little bit of a difference in opinion on pizza, Ash.
Hey, yo, why you gotta shout me out like that,
No,
though?
because you came in a little aggressive with it, but I'm just excited. I'm excited to hear your stance because I think I agree with you.
Okay, so first of all, knowing that this game takes place in one of the best cities in the world, New York City, of course, I'm always gonna be about that New York pizza with the pepperoni, the mushrooms, the olives, you know, so
Yeah.
we gotta represent.
I'm with you. I'm in the New York pizza camp. Cy?
Chicago stuff, Giordano's.
Giordano's, yeah.
Yeah.
Anarchy?
Me, I'm a thin crust kind of gal. Love me some pepperoni, love me some olives. A little bit unique, but you know, it does it for me.
Y'all can keep those olives.
Oh, wow, okay.
Pepperoni, pineapple, mushroom.
Oh yeah, there we go. Absolutely.
So here we're tickling the scorpion again. My
Right.
favorite strat.
Cypherin really quickly just blew through those tendrils and now we're right in the center.
All right. I love when Goliath does that stretch.
Yeah. Oh, we should talk about the show a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Gargoyles, the show is just fantastic, right? Like, I've never played Gargoyles, the game. I learned the run, obviously, to do commentary for this, but the show was really important to me as a kid. And I really, shout outs to Keith David, shout outs to Marina
Yes.
Sirtis, shout outs
Yep.
to Ed Asner. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful show. I don't want to talk too much about it because we got to get back into the run, but, you know, it means a lot.
Riding the train. That was my life every day in New York.
Yeah.
But Cypherin here, you're avoiding the droids, right?
Yep, we're doing the Juggernaut run again, just to run right through a lot of these obstacles here.
Right. And I believe we're about to come up on one of the more RNG heavy mobs of the game with the winged gargoyle enemies.
Yeah, the Steel Clan.
Steel
The
Clan,
Steel
yeah.
Clan. They can be tough. It can be a run killer if you don't take care of them right.
I just realized, is that like kind of a steel versus stone thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. So these enemies are high RNG. They could do a lot of damage. Really, Cypherin's just reacting, trying to take care of them. But as I said, this game is clunky and difficult, right? So the fact that Cypherin was able to knock those two out so fast. Oh, here we go. Phase 2.
You're using air dives for this.
Yep, air dives and tickles.
Air
Yep.
dives and tickles.
Gotta kill him with laughter.
All right.
And one more.
The last one.
Oh. All right, he's not cooperating.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
said, very RNG heavy.
Oh, he actually, so there's a thing where they can teleport away. You lose some seconds. He did that. And now he's like, okay, I took a trip around the city. I'm back.
Are there any special techniques that you have to utilize to take care of this boss?
Up, just the tickle
Just
and
the
the air
tickle
dive.
and
yeah.
the air dive for this one as well.
Yeah, one of the early strats for this fight was just to hang in the corner and let all the gargoyles come to you. But for me, it didn't work, and I would die most of the time. So then it became a bit more of an aggressive fight to try to do this, but just bait them. They usually try to fly behind you. Yeah, just like that.
I have a question for y'all. Who's your favorite gargoyle?
Oh, you know we got
For me, Keith, Goliath.
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 Yeah.
Keith
Yeah.
David. Yeah.
Goliath is mine too.
we gotta say Brooklyn.
Yeah. Anarchy, do you have a favorite gargoyle?
For me, as we found out, the show is pretty old. Ended in 1997.
Don't you do it.
Hold
don't,
on
don't
now.
do it. Don't do
Hold
it.
on now.
Excuse me?
Don't do it.
Not to be like that, but I didn't even show up on the scene until 5 years later. So.
Oh,
But if I
goodness,
had to
goodness.
pick, my favorite gargoyle would be Othello.
Okay. All right. We like that. We like
It is really cool. Most of the gargoyles have names like Brooklyn, Hudson. Is there a Bronx?
Broadway.
There is a
Broadway.
Yeah, there's a Bronx, I
Broadway.
believe.
Yeah. And then, of course, like the two main characters would be Goliath and Demona. And Demona, so we're in the Forge, right? We're in the final stage
This
of the
is
game.
the final stage.
Yep.
Now,
Right here, we're using animation canceling to climb up those side fireballs.
and we do have to take an intentional death here soon.
Right. Right here. Yep. So this is an intentional death. It's just that we have those iframes to be able to cut right past this part. You'll see the health blinking in the bottom corner.
Good strats.
So good. So good.
We have
Very
to-
good.
Nice.
That's redemption for AGDQ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
That was
died
perfect.
several
GG.
times there.
Love it.
Because I got that, I'm going to go for a little risky.
Oh,
strat
yeah.
here.
So this is
Ooh.
pure RNG. Cypherin's going to try to hope for a platform to be right here. Not quite.
All right.
We're going to go for it one more time. This
Oh,
is
one more time. You
pure,
said one more
pure
time? All right, one more
RNG.
time.
We're hoping for a cycle where we can get far enough to the left or there's a platform on the bottom. Unfortunately, didn't get it, but
Oh, we got enough help. One more.
one more. Let's
Okay.
go. Come on.
I
Oh!
thought you had it for a second.
Yeah, all right, I'll skip it this
Yeah,
Alright.
we just needed like maybe 2 more feet, and you could have not even needed this platform. This platform right here is what you're hoping for to have closer to the end. But if you're lucky enough while you're crawling along the top, you can pretty much just walk all the way to land right here. Nice dodge.
time. Thank you. Do we have time for 2 donations?
Okay, we've got a $50 donation from Petrichor that says, a gargoyle doesn't whine, a gargoyle roars. Also, Hudson is the most awesome one.
Hudson's a good one.
That's a good
Hudson, yeah. Shout out to Ed Asner,
Yep.
who I believe he plays the older gentleman in Up.
one. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And we got a $5 donation from I Invented Broccoli that says, $5 train for golf trap herd mood? All right then.
We got the nacho cheese room, as I call it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's giving Doritos. Okay.
Well, we got the Doritos on the side walls here.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
Oh, don't
Are we getting pizza after this? I mean,
You
it
know
is like
what?
it's 8 in the morning.
Breakfast pizza?
Oh,
Okay.
I love a breakfast pizza.
Okay, what goes on a breakfast pizza?
Scrambled eggs.
All right, I'll take it. And bacon.
Yeah.
All right.
I love a good sausage.
Yeah, yep. I'll take it.
All right. So intended route was to ride a vat through there. We just used the Juggernaut run and our third technique, the Lightfoot, just to get through the flames that were there. We're going to take an intentional death on this part so we can climb this wall and then clip up past this little enemy generator, I guess we'll call it, through these wires.
That was good. You're supposed to use a shoulder bash to kind of go through that. I wish I did have my voice this morning to break through kind of that barrier. All those with the red, yeah, you're supposed to shoulder bash through them, but Cypherin can just clip through because we good like that.
Exactly. He's the
And
good.
now we're coming up to Demona.
Yeah, final boss of the game.
Yep. And then with this final fight, we got to do a quick hit on the Eye of Odin here as Demona flies up. So it triggers like basically the end game here. We got to fight these 3 robotic dogs.
Yeah.
I guess you can call them.
Yeah, you can't skip these dogs either. I mean, you can, but you have a chance of soft locking the game. So this is pretty much the intentional method.
We're doing some air dives there.
But this last boss fight does go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Essentially, what's going to be happening is like Cypherin is chipping away at Demona's health. So by the time phase 1 starts, she has no health and she dies immediately. It goes right into phase 2. What you're going to see is Demona kind of wrapped in, I think it's wires, and starts to rise. And Cypherin's going to time a dive kick to land on her head right at the perfect moment, and that'll be the end of the run.
Yep. So this was not in the 2018 run here, I believe. So, yep, doing some air dives, using our Lightfoot technique here just to keep moving, chipping at her health. And now she's like, wait a minute. As she goes up, it's like, oh, I have no health, and then drops down,
Completely skipped.
goes Human Torch mode
Yep, we're coming up on time.
on the hit. And if she cooperates, If she cooperates.
Demona just wants more GDQ.
Yeah.
Time.
There we
Time.
go.
Nice.
What was the time? Do we know?
That run was 16 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay, still within
Yeah,
estimate. I'll
underestimate.
take it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got to try to show off at least one of the newer skips, but yeah. Shout outs to Chris Shrigley, the original Gargoyles developer and team, for a wonderful game on the Genesis. Shout outs to Empty Clip Studios for bringing the remaster out and, you know, putting some more life into the Gargoyles brand. Shout outs to, again, my commentators here. Thank you again. I think if my history might be off, but I think this is like the first full black couch that we might have had at a GDQ. So
Wow, maybe.
yeah, so in a sense, you know, Biden from Bobby, who had his world record yesterday with Bloodstain. I got a little world record here too. I want people to break this world record.
Yeah.
But yeah, heavily believe in unapologetically black and fast and Juneteenth. Always looking for, you know, more people in the black community to just showcase what we love, spread it, and just, you know, we're not trying to take away, we're not trying to exclude from anybody else. It just shows that there's talent here, talent that should have a spotlight on it. And so, like, you can see that represented by each of the people I already have here. So with that, go ahead, tell them where they can find each of you.
Oh, yeah. So I'm Brutal Mellow. You'll see me here throughout the week, all over stuff. But you can follow me on Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitch. I'm thinking about maybe streaming again. That's a low-key announcement, I guess, after the event. But also, I want to give shout-outs to Greg Wiseman, executive producer of the show, who really kind of brought it to life and stayed on and you know, put so much into the game, or into the game show. And also shout-outs to Pleasantly Twisted for bringing us all together.
well.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. We
Yep,
love you.
just gonna say that. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to all of my unapologetically black and fast community, like, you know, Big B's and Sprinkle Theory.
Bees.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bees. We love you,
Bees.
Bees. Shout out Big B's.
Roads of Silence.
Roads of Silence, J-Rock, Bobby.
Ryan Ford.
Ryan Ford, yeah, man. So, you know, we just love you all very much. We really want y'all to watch Unapologetically Black and Fast, February 17th, 18th, and 19th, Monday. We got a third day.
Okay.
I'll be hosting it as well as J-Rock. But yeah, you know, I'm so appreciative to be seeing so many new black faces in the community, especially as a host. Like, I've been hosting for GDQ for many, many years now. And for a long time, I kind of felt like, you know, it was very few of us on the scene. So like, every time I get to see another person step up and join the fray, it really warms my heart. I'm gonna get emotional, so I'm moving on to
You're not crying.
yeah.
My name is AshSaidHi, and I stream on twitch.tv/AshSaidHi. Big shout out to Cypherin for inviting me to sit on the couch. That was a really big honor. And of course, the Pleasantly Twisted for introducing me to UBAF and the Juneteenth team. And yeah, all the amazing talent that y'all shouted out. Like, let's see more of it. So I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yep, and I'm Anarchy. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at AnarchyASF. I want to thank Cypherin, thank PT, because without them, you know, I wouldn't have this wonderful family that I have now. I wouldn't be where I am today. So, I love you guys.
Thank you, Cypherin. Give it up for Cypherin, y'all.
And then if I can say one last thing, just, yeah, continue to support the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Get those donations in because, yeah, just as we want to build up like UBAF and stuff, we just want to continue to show that by continuing to build this up, we can tackle like what might be insurmountable mountains, challenges and stuff, such as, you know, cancer. So we're building ourselves up to continue the fight against cancer, and, you know, just to put a highlight on some great talent, great excellence, and like I said, beat our world record. Come on, join us.
Yeah.